Nick Rekieta. Nick Rekieta is scheduled to have a sentencing hearing on next Friday, the 18th. I'm not sure what the broadcast rules are for that. I don't want to be Ethan Ralph, so we'll see if I can talk about that live. If not, we'll wait for the verdict, which is very interesting because once Nick Rekieta is found guilty, then his presumption of innocence, which protects certain things of evidence from being released to the public, is over. And I think I'm so dedicated to this that I will sue Minnesota if they do not oblige me with the body cam footage after this. Because there's once he is guilty, there is no rule that explains why the body cam footage should be withheld from the public. So I will do everything possible, everything that my attorney is willing to do for basically nothing. I'll allow him to pursue whatever he wants, which may involve suing Minnesota for the footage. The issue is that they don't release it before the person is found guilty or before it's entered into evidence. So if the state entered it into evidence, then it would be public. And if he's not guilty, they won't release it in order to not harm his defense from the public, basically, so that jury selection is easier. But once he's guilty, or if it had gone to trial, if it was entered in evidence, we'd get it. So we're going to try again. And we'll also know exactly what the consequences are for giving a child cocaine, basically. Well, probably not much. In the meantime, Rekieta is having more issues, allegedly. So a while ago, and this has been going on for so long, I feel I need to recap. Nick Rekieta got into a white trash argument with somebody named Aaron Imholt. And one of the things that Aaron accused Rekieta of doing while they were doing drugs and having sex is he stole his laptop and gained access to his Gmail account to spy on him. And when this first accusation first happened, I raised an eyebrow at this and I said, that's a felony. If you access something on a computer that you're not supposed to, even if it's unprotected, even if there's no password whatsoever and it's just sitting there in front of you, if you access any computer remotely or directly without permission, and you know that you're not supposed to have access to it, basically, you've committed a hacking offense. That's our federal definition for hacking on the Computer Fraud Abuse Act or whatever. So my first thought when I heard that he had to access his Gmail account through his computer without permission was that he's committed a felony and he might actually want to report that to the FBI. Well, many months later, supposedly, according to Aaron, who is not necessarily the most reliable narrator in the world, but who for the most part is batting pretty close to 100, he says that the FBI is investigating Nick Rekieta for a Computer Fraud and Abuse Act violation for accessing his email account. And there is some evidence that, in particular, accessing certain, because I think he maintained access even after they stopped being friends. And Nick supposedly used his access on the Gmail account to read confidential attorney privilege letters, which is a serious ethical issue. And that could cost him his legal license moving forward if he ever wanted to practice law again. One of the points of evidence that have just come out, thanks to Alyssa Clips, is that Alyssa sent Aaron Imholt an email. And shortly after she sent Aaron this email, she got a message from Rekieta saying, "Oh, Alyssa, so butthurt you sent our DMs to Aaron to hurt me. Why don't you send him your nudes like you did to the guys in my Discord? Make sure you take his money." So that was his message. And it kind of evidence what Aaron is saying, that there might be a federal investigation into Rekieta for computer abuse issues, which just compounds his already shitty situation. So, especially if he accessed any kind of attorney-client privileged information of a opposing counsel, like that's a big fucking problem. So, that's a little update on Nick Rekieta.
Thanks for watching this video from Colonel J. My name is Moontrigger, and I approve this message. Remember to like and subscribe.